Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Harakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, great most on the rule wall. And shalom to all the brothers doing the work of centering truth. You got this article on The Guardian. And I thought it was timely given what's going down. And it's kind of setting the pace for, again, it's kind of like that post 2016. Well, I know over here in the UK there was like a huge rise in hate crimes after the what do you call it vote, the Brexit vote went through. After that passed, and then you have with the the war kicking off basically in the state of Israel, in Gaza and whatnot. Now you've got those hate crimes so-called increasing exponentially, and it's sign of the times. It's become polarizing to where it's like doesn't even matter what side you're on. Like, people are getting aggy. You go to like comment sections, you go to where people are discussing these things, posts about these things, even in the street, people get antsy. And it's funny because London's somewhere where there's been Palestine marches for decades at least, like heavily in the UK. So it's something where that's gonna be a big point of contention, man. And a lot of people ain't fans of Amalek, man. So there's anti-Semitic hate crimes in London up 131,350%. Met police say Israel-Hamas war sees hate crimes increase across the UK, with Islamophobic offences in capital rising by 140%. It says there's been 131,350% increase in hate crimes against Jewish people as the Middle East crisis erupted. The Metropolitan Police have said, with no arrests so far in 9 out of 10 alleged offences. Oh, so there have been arrests. Okay. Figures from the Met show, covering London, show that 218 anti-Semitic offences were recorded from the 1st of October to the 18th of October this year, compared with 15 in the same period last year. And I don't know what they're even classifying as that, because who even knows? But it says what Hamas attacked Israel on 7th of October, and Israel attacked Gaza shortly after. Ade Adelakan, the Deputy Assistant Commissioner, described the rise as significant and said Islamophobic offences in London were 140% over the same period, from 42 in 2022 to 103. Both Jewish and Muslim communities have previously complained of feeling underprotected from hate crimes. Police said they made 21 arrests in the first 18 days of October in just under 7% of cases. But yeah, I don't know what they're classifying. Let's see if so it says a man was arrested in Camden, North London for allegedly tearing down posters depicting hostages taken by Hamas, which the British government designates a terrorist group. So that feels arrest. So okay, if that counts, I don't even know what these men are describing. But that conflict, that that rousing, that rumbling of where people are at loggerheads, is it? It's not mystery as to why that's going down. Yeah, police say a man was arrested for 10 alleged incidents of Islamophobic graffiti at bus stops in New Malden and Rains Park, South London. So yeah, it's so yeah, with this, it's again just showing these things are becoming a hotbed. It's becoming a focal point because with this conflict anyway, it's something where people have been engaging with it online. Now it's gone to all out warfare. Different countries getting involved. The U.S. sending uh, ships. State Israel basically looking like they're gonna put boots on the ground. These, everyone's getting it engagement. Cause why? And it's stirring up. Cause it's that time. It's definitely that time. Read this, Matthew 24:12. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." Yeah, the love of many is wax cold. That's why it's like the scale to which people get invested in these things is legendary. Because there's people where it's like they've never seen either of the countries. They couldn't point it out on the map, but they'll have like a lot to say. And it's funny how it's had like enraptured the minds of the people. Because why? That's gonna be the focal point, man. Down in the Middle East, and then Iran as well, another focal point. That conflict, because it's really Iran and the state of Israel. That's the two base, centers of essentially. Well, that's the core of what the conflict is. It's between those two. That's what you see in manifest. And hey, people ain't willing to sit down, talk, be reasonable, listen, be like, okay, yeah, you make some good points. Now they're just thinking about blowing people away, man, doing a madness. 2nd Ezra 15:14, it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destructions draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And yeah, that's man, essentially these different nations. It's gonna be mass contention, man. They're gonna get caught in that humongous, legendary global conflict up until what? Until Yahushua returns, man. And it's funny because like 1984 in the movie are a big part of how Ingsoc, I believe the main focus point they're in, like viewpoint wise, is Ingsoc is having people engaged in the wars that they're doing, making sure they hate the enemy, making sure they, feel like, oh yeah, we're doing the right, valiant thing. And that's a big point of the Western world. Having people engaged, like where they're looking at thingy, having people engage with these conflicts, get their minds engaged to where they're emotionally invested. So then when it's like your actions taken, they're down with it. And you see that heavily. This the Israel Hamas thing. That's everyone's legendarily invested. And we're gonna see it boil over further. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing shit start popping off even further, man. But wait and see. But yeah, I'll leave it there, just a quick one. Shalom, shalom. Yabashim Shabashim Shalom.